up, world? What up, Jorel Sampson top. I am Jorel, aka Droidwise. Thank you for picking a particular topic this afternoon. And thank you for viewing my previous videos here on Jorel Sampson top. I deeply appreciate it. This is nothing but truth. If you're an individual that believes in God or is indeed a scholar or somebody that just learned and studied, you know. But individuals that live today, we all are searching for answers, searching for a truth, how everything began, what is this, what is that. Everybody's searching for truth. Some people want to get into religion, some people want to get into that, this, whatever. Everybody got different beliefs. Everybody got different beliefs. But within that belief, you got to prove that. You have to do an absolute research on that. Now, I read books like Bible, Qur'an, New Translation, King James. Stop reading the King James because it's a king that he wrote in his version away. I disagree. Within that, I'm on a verge of vertical path of knowledge and understanding. Knowledge is power. I do not take part in man's thought of religion. I do not take part in man's thought of politics. I do not celebrate holidays. I do not recognize or celebrate my birthday. I recognize my birthday, but I don't celebrate. Why? I think it's stupid to, every time you turn a different age, you just go out into the bar and just get drunk because it's your birthday. Yeah, you can celebrate you turn a different age, but that is stupid because you're basically killing yourself. But anyways, today's topic I'm going to talk about, which is I kind of changing it around now. Open your Bible, Trump, war tanks, soldiers, this country, and final, the angel of death, here on Jorel Sampson Topics. Mr. Donald Trump. See, Donald Trump, he is a businessman. He made so much money off of this and that, you know, was it, what did he do? I think he was a owner of Trump Towers, and he got into stock market or something, or he did something with his life, you know. Became a very, very rich man. A businessman. Okay. Then he made up a show on television called Celebrity Apprentice. Then he appeared on WWE. Him and Vince McMahon had a little competition because they both are billionaires. Now, Donald Trump, you got to understand something. He was only selected that they thought that with his certain knowledge that he, of a businessman, he could bring this country back. So, Hillary Clinton had an opportunity and more of a likeness of being president. But we all know that this man don't want no woman to run. Last topic. The angel of death. The angel of death. In the book of the Bible, this is how well I read these books. In the book of the Bible, the Old Testament, in the land of Egypt, Egyptians were not a people that believed in the Hebrew, or referred also as Israelites or Jews. The Egyptians believed with a statue with a bird head and a human body. They are called pagan worshippers. Egyptian ritual believes in nature is nature, whatever. But Egyptian rituals back trail to what? Pharaoh. Pharaoh thought in his mind, he said, I am God. Y'all people, y'all believe in some spook, mythical, fiction, non-fiction, Scooby-Doo God. I am God that I'm standing right in front of you. I am God, Pharaoh. Pharaoh was an Egyptian man. Pharaoh believed. He believed so much, pride, conceited. He said, I am God. I am the Most High. I got men and women and children working for me as my slaves. But at the same time, Pharaoh, he grew fear. He said, these people are multiplying. These people are multiplying. And how in the hell some Hebrew child got in my house that I did not realize that he was a Hebrew and I am an Egyptian man? How did this happen? Oh, that heifer, she lied to me. She didn't tell me what he was. Moses was a Hebrew. That he was placed in a bassinet, floated on water, right into Pharaoh's house. The angel of death came down from God. This is in the book of the story. Came down and walked into Egypt. And the book said God ordered the angel of death to execute the firstborn child. The firstborn calf, the firstborn of this and this and that. The angel of death walked right into Egypt. And God said, in the book, he said, you believers of me, put a blood marking on your doorpost so the angel of death will recognize it and go on and execute the ones that do not have the blood on the doorpost. The angel of death was walking right into Pharaoh's house, took out and killed his only firstborn son of Pharaoh. He killed the firstborn of the soldier, guard, bodyguard, this and that. Walked right into Pharaoh's house, Egypt. But see, that happened then. Because this evidence shows that They even went somewhere that tried to go to Sodom and Gomorrah. And notice something. They even found Noah's Ark. They even tried to go somewhere and put something down, and it blew it up. We got people that believe in Egyptian rituals, believes in Pharaoh's way, and say, leave God out the equation. There's no God. I'm God. Pharaoh passed that down to me. He said, I am God, there's no God, but I am the only God that you see. So, the point is, the angel of death has touched down in this country, because in the Bible, in Revelation, it talks about New Babylon. Babylon has fallen. This country leads number one in all things. And within that Bible, it said, this is what it said. It said, a habitation of all kinds of foul spirit. That's what it said. A habitation of all kinds of foul spirit. And iniquity and this and that. A land that got all this negative, all this cage out. The USA leads number one in everything on this earth. The USA is most absolute fearless. Other countries don't want to mess with this country. Other countries say, even though that country is poor, running out of money, but still strong, military, still strong, but at the same time, greedy, throw away, waste. At the same time, this country leads number one in incarceration, number one in obesity, that is 70% and up, high rate of fat, plump people, and low percent of people that is in shape. Leads number one in homosexuality. Leads number one in drug and alcohol consumption. Leads number one in juvenile detention center. The land of the promise and the land of the free. And the book, it did say, this is how well I read this book. The book said, a people, look at this, here it is. A people was indeed driven, taken away, captured, driven from their land. That is Africa. A people that was driven, taken, captured from Africa. But before that, the whole earth was named Asia. A people that was taken, captured, kidnapped, driven into a foreign, strange land, and served under strange people, afflicted for 400 years. How long we been enslaved? Then, 400 years. How long now? 460 something years. Now, we still oppressed. My thing is this. There is something in this country, this soil. This, I don't care what no white man says. This country belonged to the Native American people. I don't care what no black man say. This country belonged to the Native American people. White people are from Europe. Black people are from Africa. But this man rode on a boat and said, I spotted this. Wait a minute. No, it was a Negro slave that said, Master Boss, I spotted land. A slave on the boat that was cleaning, house Negro, wiping down that flow on that boat. It said, Master Boss, I have spotted land. And Christopher Columbus came along and said, shut up, nigga. I didn't tell you this. You know? This man came to this continent after going up and down, to and fro. You see, white people don't like to talk about their history. And they say, we don't apologize for that. That's why you say, I'm not white. Yes, you are. But you don't like your history. Because your history is not like us. Your history is based on murder and destroy. Murder. You know it. That's why you say, The point is, you came to this continent. I come in peace. I come in peace. What your hidden agenda was to take this land, kill these people, destroy them, deceive them. Put him on a reservation. I'm going to go there. Put him on a reservation that he's destroyed. He lost his complexion of his dark, but remain of his hair being pitch black, jet black. Lost some of his ways of his mother tongue. And you put your tongue in his mouth. And like in my own people's mouth. You came here and said, we come in peace. This native man said, I don't know what I'm looking at. I don't call him a white man, Caucasian. I call him the pale-skinned man. After that, this is what you see. The angel of death is hovering over this country. Look on your television. Look on CNN. Look on MSNBC. Look on your local news. Look on social media. So much death today. People are dying over overdose, getting shot. People are dying. This is a sign that the angel of death is walking today. Walking today. It also says that Jireh means, Google it. Jireh. Jireh means God is in the land. He's in the land. But he's also ordered and sent forth the angel of death. Now you see Grim Reaper. Man turned that around and fixed the angel of death's image in the wrong way. He is not a skull face. True enough, he wear a robe. But we don't know what color of a robe he wears. He never walked around with some long thing with a hook on it. No. He had a sword and other weaponry. Man painted an image of the angel of death as Grim Reaper. Skeleton face. No. Like I said, we don't know what the angel of death, what he wore of his attire, what color. But the angel of death is the Grim Reaper,
But it was a slang way of saying this is the angel of death. We're going to put another name. See, he changed things around. He put another name that sounds cool. That is Grim Reaper. Grim Reaper. Open your Bible. Or even open your Qur'an. Open your Bible. You don't even have to go to church, Kingdom Hall, Mosque to study a certain knowledge of this. You don't have to go to school. Naturally, they say you have to go to school to study theology. But I've never been to school. I went to college before. Didn't finish. I just thought like this. I'm going to do this. Study, not take part in religion. Excuse me. I'm going to study as a scholar. And look at this. Look at life with my own eyes. As a man that was taught in religion and got out of religion. The master prophet Jesus was not a Christian. Abraham was not a Christian. Moses was not a Christian. Noah was not a Christian. Saul, Solomon, many more. They were not Christians. Only when Christianity came about were the enemies of Jesus. They said them are Christians. Put that mark up there. Those Christians right there. That's what we call them. He called you a Christian. But Jesus, if you read about Jesus' life, his story, he never said, I am a Christian. He never said, I started some church. He never said, look at that. He never ever said it, I am a Christian. No, he did not. The cross that he gave to the people that follow Jesus, he said, this will be their symbol. Cross means control. Go up and down, to and fro. But a certain being that deceived the world that he does not exist. He said, I was deceived the world, the whole world that I do not exist. But at the same time, I will go up and down, to and fro, seeking who I can indeed devour. Up and down, to and fro, cross. The real symbol of Christianity is a fish, not a cross. See, me, I'm going to end this. I don't go to church no more. I don't go to the Kingdom Hall no more. I don't go to the mosque no more. I said, this is part of man's title religion. Muslim, Islam is the way of life. That's true, but Islam is separated and divided. I don't need to explain that. Christianity is separated and divided. Titles. I am a man. Believe in something of a being that created this as I'm looking out my window. I am a man that believes and studies this being as a scholar. But since I did that, I noticed that I have changed. I have grown into more knowledge, more meditation, and explain this to you if you think about it. Because the pastor, minister, or reverend is not going to tell you this. Not this way. He ain't going to tell you what this earth really is, what this earth really holds. Hell no, he's not going to do it. He ain't going to do it. He's always going to say, come to my church, listen to me preach, and give a tithe to me to put in my gas tank or pay my house. Tithing is only meant to do what? Upkeep of the building. Maintenance. Not fund your personal pleasures of material. Ain't no way in hell that I will go to some church that's a mega church, that crowds of people of thousands and millions. Oh, hell no. That's usury of only big business to make money. That's it. God, in the book of the Bible and Qur'an, he did say, if you pronounce God's name, Abba, El Shaddai, Rapha, Nissi, Jireh, that's all pronounced as Arabic. Jesus never spoke no English. He spoke Hebrew, Arabic, and whatever. But see, this is all thought of by man. Man turned and rewrote the Bible. But man probably rewrote the Quran. We don't know, but we need to do more study on it. But man thought of religion, thought of the title Christianity, which Christianity is a oppression religion. People from the church came to Africa and religion is thought of by man to make money, to control, oppress. That's a fact. Like, share, and subscribe. This is nothing but truth. Like I said, look out your window and see. Look at your mirror when you go in the bathroom and see the evidence that Abba exists, God exists. Look at your hands. Look at your hands. Look at your feet. Look at your reflection in the mirror. Look. Look. Religion don't tell you this. If he said, I created you in my image. Stop right there. I'm going to say this time to go. Image is this. Look at yourself in the mirror or look at yourself, look at the water. That's a reflection of your image. Look at your hands. Your hands. We came from God, but God told a particular man. He said, this earth is yours. You are the God of this earth. Not God like me, but a God of this earth that I tell you to take care of this earth, have dominion, have vicegerent Khalifa to the earth. You are God of this earth, not God like me. You're like, how am I a God? Well, let me tell you how you are God. You are more well knowledgeable than that animal. That animal cannot vision. You are well knowledgeable than the sun and the moon. That the sun and moon cannot vision. They may live longer, but they cannot vision. You are a God of this earth. Not a God like him. How am I a God though? Well, I get sick and die. Well, it's a fact that people a long time ago was living close to 1,000 years. Because the way they eat. But they stopped that pathway of living that long because they got tired looking at the same thing. So they started eating 3 times a day and stuff. Eating wrong, whatever. But he said to Adam, that this man called him Adam, but that's not his name. He said, I placed you in the earth. I made you. You came from me. I made you the God, a lowercase God of this earth, that you walk up and down to and fro. You are this to the earth. Take this earth, have dominion, subdue, take the earth under your grip of hand. You are the lowercase g of the earth. And that is a fact. Like, share,